In providing disaster relief at home or abroad, Tzu Chi volunteers have initiated cash for work programs many times for disaster victims to help themselves with dignity and to teach the value of work. As disaster victims earn an income by working to rebuild their hometown, they also purchase items and thus revive the local economy. In today's Tzu Chi's 50th anniversary series, we take a look at how Tzu Chi volunteers worldwide hasten cleanup efforts and revive local economies in the aftermath of disasters with cash for work programs. Hundreds of residents came with equipment and smiles, ready to start cleaning the streets.
We told the residents that we should help each other.
Masaya po ako dahil po yung lugar po namin nagkaroon po ng tulong. Nalilinis po yung aming lugar.
These residents who have been affected by Typhoon Kapu have joined the Cash for Work program provided by the Tzu Chi Philippines chapter to clean up their hometown.
The Cash for Work program brings good results. We provide them with work and pay them after they clean up their hometown.
With a comparison, the effect of the program is evident. Cash for Work was a social welfare policy that former American President Franklin Roosevelt initiated to provide jobs in the face of Great Depression in 1930s. In Taiwan, the program was initiated by the government in the aftermath of 9/11 earthquake in 1999.
In the aftermath of 9/21 earthquake, the Cash for Work program helped lower the unemployment rate and assisted in rebuilding the disaster areas. Then, the program was initiated in the aftermath of Typhoon Morakot.
Tzu Chi then initiated a small-scale Cash for Work program for the first time in the aftermath of Typhoon Durian in the Philippines in 2006. Later, in the wake of Typhoon Kasana in 2009, more than 80,000 typhoon victims joined Tzu Chi's Cash for Work program.
实际的，真正的在这样土地上跟当地的灾民展开了双手呢，把他们拥抱来抚慰啊，一一把它牵起来，一一把它扶起来，给他们呢工作，自己的力量来好好的复建自己的家乡，一步一步的提起了他们的力量。
In Marikina, one of the areas devastated by Typhoon Kasana, there was a slogan, "I clean up my hometown as Tzu Chi gives assistance." Gradually, more residents took part in the program and were paid 400 pesos per person every day. The experience became a model for large-scale disaster relief work, and many residents also became Tzu Chi volunteers. One Marikina resident was one of them. She used to be passionate about politics, but has later dedicated herself to Tzu Chi's work.
I used to be passionate about politics, but I have been staying out of it since I learned about the 10 precepts from Tzu Chi.
The Philippines has been ranked third on the list of countries most prone to natural disasters, such as storms, floods, earthquakes, droughts, and rise in sea level. In November of 2013, Tzu Chi initiated a Cash for Work program in Tacloban, Philippines, which was devastated by Typhoon Haiyan. In more than 10 days, more than 200,000 residents took part. With income, they then revived the local economy. In history, in the aftermath of Typhoon Morakot in 2009, the 311 earthquake in Japan, the flood in eastern Malaysia in 2014, flood in Pakistan, the influx of Syrian refugees into Jordan in 2013, the flood in Thailand, Hurricane Sandy in the United States in 2012, and Haiti earthquake in 2010. The Cash for Work programs initiated by Tzu Chi in these areas have inspired disaster victims and revived the economy.
It helps lower the unemployment rate of disaster victims and ensures that they get incomes.
You make here is a very good example of which we're going to use now with the local government to do the same thing. So we'll Cash for Work They clean their own houses, they bring it out to the streets. We try and recycle, they take what they need.
In the aftermath of natural disasters, Tzu Chi's Cash for Work programs have brought hope and smiles back to the residents, inspiring them to help rebuild their hometowns and get through the difficult times.